video is going to address hand position on the flute. So I'm going to take my left hand and I'm going to put my thumb on the back where the flat side is. Today we learned that the top two are called the double thumb, so I'm going to put it on the single thumb for right now. Then I'm going to take my first finger. I have to think about this. My gosh, my pointer finger, and I'm going to skip the first key and go down to the next key. Then I'm going to skip the second key and put my middle finger on the second one and my ring finger on that one, and then my pinky on this G sharp key. So it is at a slight curve. It's not exactly parallel. You will be curved here. And then I'm going to take my right hand, and I'm just going to place my right hand naturally wherever my thumb falls underneath. There you go. And then where the open holes are, I'm going to place my pointer finger on 4, middle finger on 5, ring finger on 6, and my pinky is going to be on that E flat key. There you go. Good. And one thing I do want to address we didn't talk about is that your first finger on your left hand will be touching the flute. So that's just a good checkpoint. You want to make sure that that flute, that finger is leaning against the flute. So we have, again, left hand, thumb, skip the first key, go down to the second key. That's going to be your first finger. Skip the second key, go to the third. It's going to be your middle finger. The third key is going to be your ring finger, and then the pinky is on the G sharp key. And then we have 4, 5, 6, right where exactly where the holes are. It's a little bit easier. And then we have our E flat key. Perfect. So that's going to be the hand position for the flute. When we're in a ready position, there's kind of a couple ways. You can just lay it across your lap. I like to put it on my knee because it's easier for me to kind of finger through those things. And then when I bring it up to playing position, again, I'm checking for that embouchure. I'm keeping my elbows as relaxed as I can. I'm keeping my shoulders down and relaxed as I can, as natural as it's going to be. Now, if you notice, my wrists are kind of bent, and that's correct. So there could be some wrist fatigue when we come to playing that when the instrument. It's okay to take breaks and get used to that. So that is going to be the hand position, making sure that, again, we're bringing the instrument to us. Some things to be aware of is some people drop off the flute like this. That's going to affect the airstream, especially if it's that low. So you do want to make sure that it is parallel to the floor. So a good solid line right there. Also be careful about pushing too far forward, right? Like that's really far forward. You'll feel it off, or too far back. You'll kind of see that as well. It's going to be right in your line of view. So right now, but through my peripheral visions, I can see the end of the flute and I can see my hand, and that's exactly where it should be. Okay, so that is the hand position for the flute and some things to look for.